Cool.
John and the Cool Around Gang.
Cool.
We'd be a
That's
great,
like an actual.
like a 50s swing band.
Someone in the Cool Gang is an actual.
Oh yeah,
group.
100%.
I don't know who that is. I don't know what the name is.
Some snazzy name like Larry.
I'm gonna look that up now.
Jeffrey.
Now it's gonna not leave my mind until I figure it out.
The Cool Gang. I usually try to go for like the Shit Around Gang or something like that. Leroy and the Shit Around Gang, and that's it. Yeah, and they're wearing leather jackets and they see you approaching on the alleyway.
My hair is slicked back and I hate women. Wait, is that? No, they didn't actually.
It's just Cool in the Gang.
Cool and the Gang. Cool with a K.
You know, like those old disco songs like Celebrate Good Times. That's Cool in the Gang. Get down on it. That's another one.
Get down. Are they did both of those?
They did both of those.
That's crazy. I thought that was just like a bunch of one-hit wonders.
Yeah, I was gonna say because
Two-hit
like
wonder.
everyone knows those songs, but I don't think a single person could name who.
Cool in the Gang.
Cool in the Gang.
The gang. Don't think I've ever heard.
That's a stellar name for a band, though.
Get down on it. That's a
Great
great
band
song,
name.
actually.
Get down on it. Welcome back. Net negative. We are.
Hey, welcome back.
Hey, welcome back. Hey.
I'm Tom Selleck.
Don't start that again. It's been weeks. Leave it behind.
Leave Tom Selleck in the trash where he belongs. I'm just kidding. I love you, Tom Selleck. I don't know what you do. What does Tom Selleck do?
He's an actor.
He's an actor.
Why am I talking to the camera like Tom Selleck is watching this?
Hey, Tom Selleck. Thanks for stopping by.
We'll know we made it when we have Tom Selleck on as a guest.
That's going to be the one clip that we have that goes viral, is Tom Selleck is going to retweet a random clip of that.
Who the fuck are these guys? And why are they talking
I am
about
Tom
me?
Selleck. Click.
Done. We are doing some hot takes today, right?
Hot cakes?
Hot cakes? Hot takes?
We have the spiciest, most
Lukewarm.
unnerving.
I mean, kind of warm.
I think all mine are lukewarm.
Like
Mine are pretty
not
lukewarm.
super hot, but like some of you will probably agree with them.
I'm not a rapper. Super hot fire.
I think John
kinda
should be a
take-
rapper. That's my take.
Grind.
It's a great song.
You can't bring clips out of nowhere and just expect people to understand. Yeah, we're doing hot takes because John's house is like 12 degrees above what it should be.
I don't think the
for
AC is
normal
working.
body.
We'll see.
Yeah, it's pretty hot in here. Hold on, my mom wanted me to incorporate. She said, what a lot of people do on the radio is like each day, is a special kind of day.
Oh.
Like there'd be like a random like marsupial Monday or something like that. Like
Is that every Monday?
Like,
Yeah.
well, yeah.
Except we just
single one.
record
Like,
on
what is
Sundays.
like today? I don't know how you
Today's like holiday. or
today
something?
holiday
Holiday
day
today
or
day.
something.
Today. What's today's
Somebody the
holiday?
top search was today holiday or not. Okay, today is actually International Women's Day, which is pretty.
Good job, women.
Shout out to all the women.
How
out
bad is it
there.
that we didn't know that?
Yeah, that's pretty bad.
That's
Well,
pretty
I know
bad.
it's Women's Month.
Okay,
though, isn't
more
it?
importantly,
How come women only get a day? You know what I mean?
this month is
That's a
Women's
hot
month. Like it's a national.
Oh, they have the whole.
Yeah,
that's
today
good.
because like last month was Black History Month. This is Women's Month. So
I think every day should be women's day.
today is also
I don't think Hinge
designated
is working out for John.
as National Peanut Cluster Day.
Ooh,
Which is a close second to women.
Yeah.
And then
I like a group of nuts.
National Proofreading Day. So that's
National Proofreading Day.
it's also Catholic Sisters Week, and National Groundwater Awareness Week. So that
next episode, we should write a short story, and then we all.
I'm not
proofread
doing
each other's
homework for the fucking podcast.
Write a haiku.
Well, wouldn't it be
Go with
funny?
a short
It would be so
story.
funny. It would be so funny. Yeah, so it's hot. We're doing hot takes. Wait.
Oh my God,
very
that was loud to be.
Is that going to be that loud for them?
That's gonna be that we are gonna nobody's gonna be watching this video after that.
Let's redo. I'm gonna cut that part out. Hot take?
Yeah. Okay. Still
A
loud.
little bit better, yeah. It's like
Okay,
hot
yeah.
takes.
I'm sorry to whoever's
My
drum
ears.
side blew out. Yeah. So
Yeah.
who's got a hot take? You got a hot take?
You got a hot take.
I got a hot take.
We're gonna go do.
Oh, snake it.
Yeah.
My hot take is that I think, honestly, since I don't know. I don't
He's
have a
kinda got
good
a
like
point.
time.
He's
frame.
cooking right now.
He's
I think
cooking.
since like AAA games,
Okay, we're going into
and
gaming.
and gaming in general
Right.
hit like kind of more of the mainstream, right?
Yeah.
I think gaming has gotten, I think, exponentially worse.
Worse?
I think it's gotten worse. Like I think
I don't
there's
know
been.
if I agree. You have to explain yourself.
I think that there was a golden age in like the old like Halo CE times, like beginning of Minecraft, like in that kind of like 2000s, like early 2010 era of gaming was so peak because all the technology at that point was still reflective of kind of the old traditional style of like everything was like still really like pixely, but like focused on like the art, the story, and like gameplay was there, but there was a sense of, I feel like, unity in those things. And a lot of games nowadays I feel like tend to have one focus, and that is it needs to look fucking good.
Yeah.
It just needs to look so good. They don't care
Yeah.
about gameplay, they don't care about story, they throw everything out the window half the time because they just want their game to look good on paper, so people buy it and then realize that it's complete utter garbage.
Yeah, the
And then-
walking simulator.
Yeah.
I think
Well, yeah.
I think that for me, like gaming is different. I don't know if I'll say if it's worse or not. There's definitely games where they're victims of like we just need it to look like as realistic as possible and stuff. And it is kind of, I think games are starting to lose their whimsy.
Yeah.
That's what it is for me. It's
Yeah.
like you cite the 2010s, I guess, as your, and I like that era. I think just before that, like for me, like the early 2000s, like the late 90s era of games, like the Nintendo 64 games,
Yeah.
early GameCube games, Game Boy Advance, like that kind of stuff was like the kind of stuff that, I mean, not that current gaming doesn't dissociate me from reality, but like this would like took you to a completely different place. This takes you to another form of reality, I guess, like because of the visual clarity and stuff. But the old was like, I'm gaming, I'm playing, like, you know, I don't know, but Glover 64, and I'm having a great time.
And it's a bang.
Do you guys think part of your points though are because you're nostalgic for those times? Like you guys were like middle schoolers then, degenerate gaming, whereas
Yeah.
now you're adults with responsibilities and like
Part of it,
you know.
but like I think it's still kind of true, and like there's a reason that some of the games that come out in this day and age that go out of their way to pay their respects to that kind of thing do so well. Like Animal Well, that Donkey did very, very well, and I think it's because he focused on that style of thing. Same for like, I would say Hollow Knight 2 are kind of in that same kind of regard. But I mean, obviously there's like Elden Ring, which looks really good and is a really good game.
Right.
But I think it's kind of like few and far between because you get a ton of these games that have those amazing graphics. Like,
I mean, what was it? High Guard that
I was
came
gonna say
out.
Dauntless, I think, is one too that just came out.
Yeah,
that
and
just
High
shut
Guard,
down.
they already shut down.
Yeah.
They're gone.
It's-
So, and it's like, the games look great, but then you looked at every other aspect of the game, and like I think part of it was people shit talked it into the ground before the game even came out, so that definitely hurt it. But I think on top of like people, I didn't play it either, but I watched a lot of gameplay and like a lot of streamers that tried it. And I was like, I don't feel anything from watching the gameplay.
It was just a hero shooter, right?
It's a hero shooter with some like MOBA-esque aspects where you're like trying to break down like a base and then like go in and kill the core.
I think that genre is just so oversaturated already. I didn't even expect Marvel Rivals to do as well as it did because it was just another hero shooter. But it's I
mean,
think
Overwatch has been on like the back heel for a while.
Yeah, and I think
They've
that's why
they've gotten
Marvel
so
Rivals
much
did.
like
Yeah.
there are some die-hard Overwatch fans, and then there's the rest of the community that fucking hates Overwatch. They hate it with a passion.
I tried to play it, but I don't necessarily agree with you guys just because I don't play like shooters or those like story types of games that like are crazy graphics. Like I play League of Legends. I'll log on to Minecraft every now and again. I've been grinding the Bazaar. Like I don't play those types of games that like it's so graphic dependent.
which
So
is
it's-
why you have a good opinion of games.
Yeah, exactly. I have a crazy opinion.
I would
I'll
also-
play Super Smash Bros. Still.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I would also say a caveat too is that multiplayer felt different back then. It was more couch co-op-y. Like it had to be. Like if you wanted to play with friends back
split
then.
screen and like all that stuff.
Now it's so hard to do couch co-op. Like I
Yeah.
was talking to someone the other day and they're like, I wanted my kids to play Minecraft together and I had to buy each of them a Switch to play Minecraft together. I'm like, whereas, 64, GameCube, any of that, you just plugged in another controller.
Yeah.
And that was it.
And you were good.
And there are still games that do that, like on the Switch, on the PS4, but they're way far in between.
Yeah.
Like the games that are coming out that are co-op are being super heavily advertised as co-op, like Split Fiction and the new
What's the new one
the new
coming out?
90s style one.
wanna play that so
I can't
bad.
remember
Oh.
it, but like they're
Yeah.
marketed and they are only co-op games. Like
Yeah.
that's it. Whereas
You're either one or the other.
yeah, exactly. And back in the day, it was like pretty much every game had a multiplayer option.
Yeah.
Whether it was good or bad. I mean, but and it was a local kind of thing. And I think that led more to the camaraderie kind of thing, being in the same room. And like I play a ton of online multiplayer games, so I'm not trying to hate on that. But like there is something different about like being on your couch next to your buddies or whatever, playing something. It's kind of the Smash kind of idea too.
Those are the funnest times I've had gaming are obviously like with friends, like Super Smash Bros. Being super competitive, or like League of Legends, like that sort of thing.
So that's my point on that one. But
Well, that's my hot take.
it is
I still like games.
Yeah.
Games are great. I'll
Yeah.
still play games until the day I fucking die.
I don't
But
know, JJ. We're divided. Like I don't know if I agree with you. You know,
There's like a hot, medium, and then cool. There's a bit of a scale here. So
I would agree. I think generally that point is more true for me for the AAA games.
Yeah.
I think there's a lot of
the
Indie games and
$60
stuff.
to like $80 range of like the new bullshit
Yeah.
like bracket of games now that are like, oh, this is like the premium quad A experience, whatever. And
Yeah.
it's like it's not like this is not
Right.
worth
No.
$70-$80 whatever you're toting it now is.
and like it used to be like a new game would come out like that from a AAA and you would buy it and it would be like guaranteed to be a good game, good
Yeah.
experience. Now you're kind of gambling if you buy it
Yeah.
on release. And a lot of people, especially on Steam, are like, wait,
Yeah.
let the reviews come
Yeah,
in. Like,
exactly.
don't get it on release day
Right.
unless it's from a developer or you're very confident that the game is going to be good. Then yeah, that's kind of what it's changed to. So yeah,
That's mine. What's yours?
mine.
Yes.
You guys kind of already know this about me. I think ranch sucks. I think ranch is so overrated. I think ranch is I don't want to say it's awful because I'm a foodie and I've expanded my palate and I will use ranch from time to time. But there are people who are obsessed with ranch,
Dousing
like gallons of ranch, right? And like there's certain things that like you're putting ranch on. I'm like, what do you do? Like, are you a ranch pizza dipper?
I have been in the past. I would say nowadays not so much.
Right.
Because now I know how ranch is made.
It's a buttermilk ranch, boy.
I think the understanding of what ranch is changed a bit my perspective on it, but I still like it on things specifically,
Yeah.
like salads. Like that's
Okay.
Yeah.
that works for,
Yeah.
for ranch.
Yeah.
And like maybe some other like
Wings.
wings. Yeah, that's
No,
big.
I'm more of a
I-
blue cheese guy with wings.
Gross. I do it for that, and then anything buffalo. Anything that has buffalo sauce or buffalo flavored, I'll use a little bit of ranch on. They complement each other really well.
Yeah. It's the
but-
tangy and the creamy. Like,
Yeah, and like it's good as a sauce. I don't mind it as a sauce. People obsess over it.
but
It
as a
is-
drink,
It is, it is way too much. There are people who will be like, okay, I got, I'm going to make me a sandwich. And then the ranch is like on the complete, like other side, the whole side of the bed. Or I've seen, the videos where people just dunk it
Yeah, I
in
can't,
ranch
no.
entirely
That's
or
a lot.
something. I'm
That's
not.
a lot.
There's a hilarious SNL bit of Melissa McCarthy. Do you guys know who she is?
Yeah.
And the bit was like they're doing taste testing for Hidden Valley for new ranch products, and the guy's like, "And if you give us a great quote or great reaction, we might put you in a commercial and give you $1,000."
Oh.
And Melissa McCarthy's like, "Oh, I really need that money." And so all the ranch she's tried, she's like, "I love this ranch." Oh, and she's like pouring it all over herself. It's so funny. It's like 5 minutes of just like crazy, like.
Did she get the $1,000?
I think everybody was.
I think she
disgusted.
made a little bit more from that one, probably.
But you said something earlier that you don't dip your pizza in ranch.
No, I don't.
I dip the pizza crust in ranch.
That's more fine.
Yeah.
I think if you get a personally, this is another hot take. If you get a properly made pizza crust, you don't need anything.
That's fair. No, I think that's fair. I think the right crust.
Properly seasoned, properly prepared pizza crust. Even if it's like not super seasoned, if it's just like perfectly crunchy, like melt away kind of thing, like quality stuff, then you don't need it.
The authentic way is no seasoning on it, though.
I mean, yeah, and if it's made authentically, I think even with no seasoning, that's still fine as long as it's like got the crunchiness to it. Like it's not bouncy. It's not like overbearing, like too starchy either. Like it kind of melts away.
Wait,
like,
here's the other thing. Are you a thick crust or a thin crust guy?
I personally prefer the thicker crust. I like a seasoned crust, but thin crust doesn't bother me either. I'm fine with either. I just don't like the square cut pizza.
Oh yeah,
the like
giant corner.
What are they? Tavern style? That's what they're called. I think.
They're more like artisanal ones. That places will charge you more for.
I don't mess with that.
To be honest, they used to. There's a place by my the college I went to, NC State, that was called I Heart New York Pizza on Hillsborough Street.
Oh yeah.
Doxing myself.
Doxing your past.
Yeah, doxing my past. That used to have sales on their Sicilian pizza. You can get two for the price
they can't
of like
fucking
one.
get rid of it, dude.
Yeah, they can't get rid of it. But the thing is that it was such a good deal, and it was
still
pizza. It was
pizza.
good. It was
It's
food.
still pizza, yeah.
Sustenance. And I would go and I would smash two Sicilians and just. Wow, that sounds weird out of context.
Smash two Sicilians, dude.
I'll think about rewording that later. But I mean,
I'm gonna clip that in our next out of context video.
I feel like it is a little bit dependent on how thick the crust is, because I can't finish a crust if it's like half the pizza, right?
Yeah.
It's just huge and like it's basically a club of dough.
Well, yeah, and it's too starchy and too filling, and you're not getting enough of the sauce, kind of like a little bit on there.
I just feel like I'm eating a breadstick that's not that good.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, a mediocre breadstick. So I'm with you on that. I didn't mean to go on a pizza tangent.
No, I was gonna ask another pizza follow-up question.
Okay.
Because I'm one of these people, and I probably get made fun of for it in the past. Just true. Just blanket true. Do you guys pat the grease like off the top?
Absolutely not. But I don't feel like I'm getting overly greasy pizzas.
I think like it depends though.
The pizza place JJ mentioned, I specifically remember going there and spending like 4 paper towels to get all of this disgusting grease off.
I used to not, and then I saw somebody do it one time to one of their pizzas, and I saw the amount of grease that came off, and I was like,
that's like hundreds of calories.
It is. Yeah, it's a calorie thing. But like, if I bite into my pizza and oil comes off, or if it's like slippery, then But like, I don't.
that shit squirt in your mouth and everything.
I hope at this point, like, I know the pizza places well enough.
The out of context video is gonna go crazy.
I don't. I think it's. I guess it's kind of, when I first saw it, I thought it was weird. First person I ever saw do it was Blake, and and I was like, "What the fuck are we doing?"
That sounds like a Blake thing.
But it does make sense from a cleanliness, like a healthy kind of standpoint.
Some of the cuts are like whatever, because it's basically just the cheese and like whatever meat they put on it, right? It's all the oils that come out of those, and they just pool. But some people like it. Some people like the little the little pepperoni cups, they call them. Like
the little grease cups.
Yeah, little grease cups, and they like collect all the grease.
No, I don't like that.
Like do little shots of grease out of them.
No, that's not for me, King. But yeah, I will say there are some pizzas that like you can look at and you're like, okay, we need to dab this one a little bit. But I don't usually have that problem with mine. So. But yeah, that was kind of a side tangent. Ranch is not as good as people make it out to be. I think it's fine on salads, fine with wings, fine on buffalo-based things. Pizza, whatever. If you want to do that, that's fine. But like, chill the fuck out.
I'm kind of
relax.
I kind of agree with you. Like, I don't go out of my way to have ranch, but if it's there, I'm like, that's fine.
You know what? This is a perfect example of what has pissed me off about it. So.
He's irate.
I've told you I'm a foodie and I'm a fat fuck, right? And we moved. I've said before, in October we moved. We're closer to a Zaxby's now. I don't mind Zaxby's. Every now and then I like some Zaxby's. I love their Zax sauce. And when you get stuff through the drive-through, they used to give you like your box of your food or whatever, and they put a little pouch in there with like utensils and sauce and stuff.
Yeah.
And it always used to come with Zax sauce, 2 to 3 Zax sauce.
They're cutting back.
Now it's ranch. They changed it because I guess so many people ask for ranch that they put ranch in there. And I have to specifically say at the window, don't give me ranch.
Yeah,
give me Zax sauce.
They should ask you what sauce you want, though. And not just assume.
Talk about irate, John. I mean, I was the first time I got home and I was like, what, 3 ranch?
That would piss me off, too.
What is happening?
When I go to Zaxby's, I'm expecting the good Zax sauce.
Yeah, exactly. And it is good sauce.
Yeah.
The Zax sauce is killer. Yeah. So
he just has Zax sauce in his mouth.
All right, sorry. I'll get off my pedestal there. That has kind of blacked out for a moment. Yeah.
Your Zaxby soapbox.
All right, I'm good now. I'm back in my head. So.
I think I'm in mostly agreeance with you. I think for the ranch take, I think I'm in most agreeance.
And I think it's only a problem in America. Like, I don't think if you go to Italy, there's some fucker with like a gallon of ranch.
Yeah. I don't think ranch exists there.
Yeah, probably for good reason. Yeah. That's all I'll say about it. All right, I'm done. I need to stop talking about ranch.
Proud American product. God bless America.
All right, John.
Where's your hot take?
Give us your take.
Give me your take, John. Put it right here.
We need to stop with the corporate playlists at the gym.
Oh, like pop music and
whatever
like that?
Music they are default playing in there sucks, and they just need to let like one of their workers with the best music knowledge just play the bangers.
I do wonder. I've never worked at a place where I've known that. I have worked retail, but like, where do they get the playlists from?
It's corporate.
But like who? How does that?
There's
happen?
a guy.
I've always like, are they paying someone to like supply the music? Or
yeah. How does that? Because like,
is there like a Gold? Like we go to Gold's Gym.
Yeah.
Is there like a Gold's Gym like
it's a
TV station where like that they run?
No. Well, they do have like I guess like a pseudo like TV channel that they have on their like the TVs that they play.
Like
yeah, it like shows their ads, but then sometimes
calendar.
it'll play like music videos, like old music videos, songs, whatever. And I mean, maybe that's where it comes from. They just have like a bunch of music that they like pay for copyright wise to play
Here's
in
the
the gym.
I don't want to hear Coldplay, and I need to hear songs with drums. Like I can't like what are we doing? Every gym should have a DJ. Every person that walks into the gym, when you check in, you cue 5 songs into the Spotify jam.
No, that's a terrible idea.
And then the DJ goes through them. The DJ can have the validation and like rearrange how he wants.
DJ gets to clear it.
But like you're picking 5 songs when you're in the gym.
Gym DJ.
I feel like that would go way better.
Urgently. That's
I think everybody's just going to the gym and playing Rage Against the Machine in their headphones anyways.
No, I think there shouldn't be think the gym. I don't think
want music in the gym.
I think you should be expected to have your own.
Well,
headphones or music and stuff. Like, I'm not. If I forget my headphones, I would rather work out in silence than listen to Coldplay.
Yeah, Coldplay's crazy.
I'm not gonna get anything if I'm like benching like 200 and I hear like what I don't know. It was all yellow.
That's the song that was playing. I was like, what is this?
John gave up on a set. He was like partway through like a bench, and then fucking Coldplay started playing.
I wasn't motivated.
And John was like, "Fuck this!" And threw his weight.
No, I don't think. I don't think it's a hot take. I feel like most people would agree with you.
Then like, why don't we change it?
Well, because we have no control over that. You know, I do wonder. It does make me wonder like, the root of things. So like when we were talking about this Target near where we are now is new and getting set up. I wonder if that's a part of construction where they're just wiring the electrical stuff and they just like slap some sort of like playlist thing in there. And it's just like there's no one who has any say. It just plays the same 300 songs forever.
It'll be exactly this playlist.
Like it's yeah, I don't know how it works. I don't know what's controlled. Like, because I've, even when I was working retail and I knew management, nobody ever brought it up. Nobody ever talked about it. It was just the music wasn't really like. I'm curious. Who controls that?
Imagine the business they would drive if they were just playing like
Rage Against the Machine,
Nirvana in there. Like,
you would think that at least if you were going to play stuff, you would avoid current pop music and would just play like 2000s rock. Like that's a generic, like I think blanket.
Yeah.
Most people would be fine with that. Oh, here we go. Please tell me there's some answer about where retail stores get their music.
Okay, so this is an answer from 5 years ago.
Oh, current for sure.
It used to be a sub-carrier FM, which you would rent a receiver for. There was also music by wire, which what the company Muzak did. Then there was satellite options. Some organizations would use great big tape loops that could play 8 hours of music and start over automatically. Now businesses have a stream that's sent over the internet. Businesses can work with providers, choose the blend of music to play, and also insert periodic announcements.
That makes sense. That's crazy.
If any gym is paying for the music that they're playing, that's a wild misuse of
Just
money.
cut that expense, dude.
You're telling me like the gym has leaks in the ceiling, but you're paying for that? Like, it's wild.
They do have leaks in the ceiling. When it rains really bad, like they have buckets everywhere. I love this gym. It's such a great gym.
It is a good gym.
But there's just like random things sometimes where it's like, where did the pin on this machine go? Oh, it's gone.
Everybody in there is like super nice though, and they all know what they're doing. So.
Yeah.
That was my experience. I worked out at a gym called Champions in Greenville because it got recommended to me by the law enforcement people down there. They're like, that's where all the law enforcement works out. And like, I've never had friendlier people. Like people would just come up to me and just start conversation. And if you're not about that when you're in the gym, don't go there. But like, it's a smaller gym and it's like everybody knows everybody kind of thing. So like you'd come in and like someone would be like, oh, hey, what are you hitting today? And you're like, oh, and like, especially even if you're just walking the treadmill. And that was like a really cool kind of community kind of thing. The other gyms I've been to have just been like Planet Fitness, and it's like, don't fucking talk to me.
They did.
Just stay away from me.
Those are the larger community gyms of
and
like.
Dude, I used to, when I worked out at Planet Fitness, I had a long thing where the only time I could fit it in my day was early morning. So I would go to Planet Fitness about 4:30 or 5 a.m. and would work out until like 6:30 or 7, and I would shower at Planet Fitness, and I took measures, right, to remain clean as possible.
Yeah.
But the instant you would turn the water on, I feel like the whole shower would just smell like bleach. And like I couldn't breathe through my nose. Like I legitimately couldn't breathe through my nose for the whole shower.
Yeah.
And I tried different showers too. I'm guessing they clean it every day with bleach.
I mean, they gotta.
And like, oh my God.
I guess there's the alternative of they don't clean it well enough, and then it's like, what do you want that? Like,
Bleach is gonna get everything out.
Yeah, that's true. Including like my nose hairs every time I go in there.
Just singed it off. Yeah. No, I agree. I think there needs to be better music selection, especially in places like the gym where it's. I think in retail it doesn't matter as much.
Yeah.
You're like walking around the store and they're playing whatever. It's like you don't fucking care because you're not there for that.
No,
long.
no one's going to Target for the music.
Exactly. Yeah. Whereas like in the gym, it's like a pseudo.
It's like part of the experience.
It's relevant.
Yeah, right. It's like you want to go to a spa and then expect them to like play not relaxing music, you know?
Or like if you go you go to an amusement park whenever you're in a line for a roller coaster, playing like hype music for the roller coaster and stuff. It's good music. Like I think
elevator music.
Yeah.
And like if I'm going to somewhere that is like a more elevator music type thing, let me cue up some elevator music songs. Like I have some great elevator music songs.
Be on the Stairmaster, like
and listen, America's losing jobs, right? That's a problem.
Yeah.
We could make jobs with each retail place's personal DJ. Like
I'll be the traveling personal DJ guy. I'll queue up songs. I'll go to the next place, queue up more songs.
I wonder if that exists in some capacity. It sounds like they just rent a whole radio station essentially that somebody else kind of
sort of
music for.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
But yeah, and like I think it'd be interesting if you personally curate some music for some places. I don't know. See, it wouldn't be a good job for me because I wouldn't know what to play at like Walmart. You know, and just country. No, I mean it just
little Zach Brown in there.
Maybe I'll start a business, start undercutting these other people.
You'd have to figure out, I wonder how much they pay for, like how much the businesses pay.
I got to learn more about the business model.
It's interesting.
Yeah,
you brought up a whole thing that I hadn't really thought of too much before. I have always wondered where they got the music from and who's doing that, but it does make sense that it's just kind of like a satellite. They hook up to a random radio without a radio host and just plays music. Like
it's subpar. It's subpar.
We could really just as a society we could work on that. The heat death of the universe is coming, but like we need to fix the music in retail.
One thing at a time.
Okay.
Oh, we're snaking, so you go again.
Oh, I go twice.
Yeah, we're snaking.
Which
yeah.
is good because I was thinking about another one this whole time and I haven't been able to think of another one.
Let me double check my other one.
Let me see.
Okay, yes, I have my other one. The world
Oh God.
would be a much better place
Okay.
if everyone just watched Star Trek: The Next Generation
Okay, here we go.
and Seinfeld.
Seinfeld, I'll agree with you on Seinfeld. Star Trek, I'm not going to agree with you.
I don't know where to take this. This take is like hit and I don't know where to put it. In my brain, it's just kind of like...
I can explain myself. Like,
Yeah,
a little
please
more.
explain yourself.
So Seinfeld has an air of sarcasm and irony that I feel like if people watched Seinfeld, they would start to see it in their daily lives and not take things so seriously.
I do
and
think,
not get in arguments or fights or anything.
Yeah.
Because it's just like funny.
I do think a lot of people, because I'm a very sarcastic person, and people I've met and like made friends with, and even some relationships, like some people, like they just don't get sarcasm.
Yeah.
Like it just doesn't exist in their mind. So I do think it would be beneficial for that reason.
I learned sarcasm as a kid. My mom did this thing when I was a kid where like I would ask her something and she'd give me the most outrageous answer, but with a totally straight face, like complete poker face. And as a kid, I would just stand there. Like the first few times I was like, okay. And the second times I was like, are you being sarcastic? My mom would be like, yes. So I learned sarcasm that way.
That's
He trained you
adorable.
well. He trained you well.
Yeah,
I
my
think
parents were just sassy. So
Oh, okay. Yeah. It's built in. Built into the genes there.
The one thing that reminds me of this was JJ, that one time when you were traveling and you made the reservation at the hotel, but they didn't have the reservation. And you were probably like really pissed off during that time. Are you remembering this?
I'm trying really hard to, but I kind of don't. This was in where?
This is when you went to Mississippi.
Mississippi?
MISSISSITPI?
The reservation. Yeah. Okay. I remember now.
And you were telling me like, I was so late at night. I just wanted to get to a room. I was so pissed off the entire time. But if you had just watched Seinfeld before that, you would relate it instantly back to one of the classic scenes where Jerry like reserves a car. They don't have it. He's just like, but that's what a
that's
reservation
why
does.
I reserved the car.
And like you would just saw the irony in that moment and just laughed, you know?
You would have immediately. You wouldn't be angry.
And there would have been no fighting.
You would have
no
immediately
struggle.
associated
Yeah.
it with Seinfeld.
Yeah.
I'm like, yeah. I don't know if that. I don't think Seinfeld could have fixed that situation, God. I'm not gonna lie. I think I cannot follow you on this take.
I know what a reservation
When
is.
I was-
I don't think you do. Hilarious scene.
When I
John
used to-
showed it to me as soon as I told him the story. I told him this, and he was like, "You know what this reminds me of?"
I was like, your life is literally a scene out of Seinfeld. That's so funny.
Yeah, it wasn't funny in the moment just because like it was like 1 a.m. I was out of room, and the only place I could book a room was a different Hilton, whatever, somewhere nearby that was like $1,000 basically for
my
2
God.
nights. So yeah, I think if I had watched Seinfeld, I probably maybe would have remembered that, but I don't think I would have laughed.
Not at 1 a.m. after traveling.
I would have
Yeah.
loved to be you in that moment because I would have used the exact Seinfeld like quote from the show. Like anybody can just take them, but it's the act of holding the room.
Okay, explain Star Trek.
Star Trek: The Next Generation, all about like people with differences coming together, like
Holding hands and singing Kumbaya.
allies and enemies,
I see.
like
I
different
see.
different races of like aliens and
Some
humans.
are better
and-
than others. And...
No, not at all.
All right.
And you know, and also like probably the best use of like the best depiction of humans using AI in the show, because they talk to the computer a lot. The computer has a lot of like AI features and functionality. They use the computer to help augment their work, but they're not necessarily replaced.
So you're saying
Right.
big AI hasn't watched enough Star Trek?
That's
Big
what it
AI
is.
needs to watch Star Trek.
That's
yes.
what it is.
Got it. Yeah.
When I go home, I'll ask ChatGPT if they've actually managed to watch Star Trek Next Generation.
ChatGPT, have you watched Star Trek before? Do you know what Star Trek is?
Can you just enter that into your database for a little bit, please? You need to act more like that.
I don't know. I think I wasn't much of a Star Trek person, really. I in the sci-fi realm of things, it was mostly like Firefly, and then like Doctor Who, which to me in my brain is Star Trek adjacent. It's
Were you
not.
Sorry, go ahead.
No. It's just Doctor Who. I think it's not quite like they're next to Star Trek, but I think it's close enough that people can like relate the two.
Were you a Doctor Who obsessor?
I was a speedrunner of Doctor Who. Of the which was it? David Tennant.
Like 30 Keep Calm and whatever products.
I never bought into it, but I did binge like. How much did I binge? I disappeared for a month. Like when I go into content and media, like new stuff especially, I start and I do not come out of my room until I finish whatever it is. And I think that span of time was like maybe 3 to 4 weeks straight of me getting up in the morning, turning on Doctor Who, watching like 6 or 7 episodes straight. No, it was probably more than that, honestly. How long were the episodes? Like 30, 40 minutes. So if I take eight some. I would spend a whole workday basically watching Doctor Who. Go back to bed, wake up the next morning.
So like 16 episodes.
Yeah, and just the entirety of those 4 weeks was me.
That was me when Collin first showed me anime, and when I was watching through all the different Star Treks. I watched The Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager, and I just knocked them all out in like a month.
I know you told me the newer Star Trek is better, right? Like the newer whatever it's called. I don't think so. I think really? the 3 that I mentioned are the 3 best ones: Next Generation, Deep Space Nine, and Voyager. Because I think they have the most coherent like stories. Okay.
And like, yeah.
Are they each an independent story or is it cohesive?
Yeah. So The Next Generation was like kind of the first more recent one, because there was the old like original Star Trek series in the 60s.
Yeah.
And then they made Next Generation in the 80s. And it's set like 100 years later than the first one or something. And there's different stuff going on. But,
loosely related.
Loosely related. But The Next Generation was really like the more modern version, and kind of just follows like the ship and its crew on its adventures. Deep Space Nine is set actually on a space station, where the captain is like the captain of the space station, and he has his crew there and stuff. And they have different people like docking to the station, coming on board, leaving. Like there's kind of a whole story there.
Right.
And then Voyager is like they go through a wormhole, and they're like a whole quadrant of a galaxy away, and it would take them like 30 years going at the high speed to get back home. And they have to like, and no one's really like ever been to this part of the galaxy, so now they have to figure out like all these new things and like interact with new species of aliens that we've never seen before, and like all this stuff. So that's Voyager.
Which one has that one episode where the guy gets addicted to cigarettes? And he goes to the computer and he's like making a request, and he's like, I'll have 100 cigarettes.
You're thinking of the Orville. You're thinking of the Orville, which is a Star Trek spin-off show.
It's a spin-off show? That's not actually Star Trek?
That Seth MacFarlane from Family Guy made.
Oh.
That's not canon Star Trek.
Damn it. It's so
You're
funny.
telling me 100 cigarettes is not canon.
Norm Macdonald voiced the Green Cube.
Wait, really?
Yeah, I love Norm Macdonald.
I do too. He's a funny guy.
God. Do you have a favorite Star Trek character?
Jar Jar Binks?
You guys disappoint me.
I'm just kidding.
So disappointed.
I know where Jar Jar's from. I just thought it was hilarious.
I think
Misa on the Star Trek.
Misa would like 100 cigarettes.
That's the spinoff. It's the spinoff.
It's the spinoff.
Sorry, John. Sorry. Please continue.
What was the question?
Your favorite Star Trek character?
I like this is like the meta answer, but I like the captains in each series of the 3 that I mentioned.
Kirk.
Jean-Luc Picard, Benjamin Sisko.
Yeah. Kirk.
And Captain
Kirk.
I think her name is
It's a female?
Yeah.
Oh.
Jane Captain. I'm gonna look that up now.
Okay. All right.
Must not be his favorite. on Women's Day is crazy, John.
He remembers the
I know I'm looking really bad right now.
You remember the men real quick.
I'm looking really bad
I'm going to have to cut this in a way so it looks like he answers immediately.
Catherine Janeway.
Okay, all right.
And each series does a very good job of making the captain different than the one from the prior series. So like Jean-Luc Picard was like the meta good doer, like we're going to do this captain. Benjamin Sisko was not, but he had like more of like he still like was doing good by his crew and the spaceship, but he was taking more like risks and like doing things that Jean-Luc Picard would not do in a million years. And then Janeway, they depicted her really struggling with like being away from home, not being with her partner or family type of deal, like throughout the series of Voyager, where it gave like a side of like loneliness to the character. Like she's the only captain, she doesn't have peers around her type of deal. Like how does she deal with that? How does she uplift her crew? Like
that makes sense, because that's the one that you said they went in a wormhole in and we're in a different.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Like,
so that's why that would make sense. Yeah.
Yeah.
I think you're wrong, but like other than that, Seinfeld, I would agree with Seinfeld, and like I think everyone should at least once in their life reference a Kramer bit, like somehow. So other than that, though, like no, I mean, yeah, Seinfeld really good. Star Trek, you were talking about like how you had your sci-fi stuff was like Doctor Who and stuff like that. My sister got really into Doctor Who, and she did have a lot of the Keep Calm and whatever the fuck merch.
I couldn't buy into it because it just felt too cringe. Like it was too on the nose for me.
Very
and I was
mainstream.
Like, I can't do it. But I think there is some aspect of what John's saying that I kind of get, in that like there are like I have this like pseudo list in my head of like when I have kids and they get to a point where they can like start watching and consuming media, there's a specific list of like shows and movies and things that they're going to have to watch, because they have taught me so many like lessons that I feel like made me better or like made me a better person to like put me where I am today, And I think there's like...
Give 3 examples.
The first Pokemon movie.
Classic.
They're going to have to watch that. That's all about sacrifice. That's all about friendship and like
straight.
understanding responsibility and like where all that comes from.
Oh my God.
Like,
How to
the
be a
connection
man.
to the heart, how to be a man.
I'm trying to quote Mewtwo. I understand now. Life is... Oh, I can't remember the full thing.
I don't remember it either, but I know exactly.
Super nerdy, but yeah.
That's one off the bat. This is gonna have to be when they're older, I think. But The Notebook. I think they're gonna have to watch The Notebook.
Wow.
I haven't watched The Notebook.
That was the
keep it that way.
first movie I think I ever like the first chick flick that I ever watched that I like fully was bawling at the end by. There's just like such a, it really hits home with like certain like thematics of it regarding like love and commitment and like, how you like devote your life to someone. And I think for me, that is like very meaningful. And I think that would be a really good one to have in that category of like when they're older and they want to understand more about what it means to like love someone, they're watching The Notebook. That's the one they're watching.
The first movie I ever cried to was the opening scene in Up.
I haven't seen that movie, but I heard that opening scene is terrible.
Crazy.
So
Opening scene and Up. Is that it's the
yeah. I think the first movie I cried at was Old Yeller. So we had that on VHS when I was growing up.
That's like they used to show that in school, didn't they?
No, I doubt it, because like the theme of the movie is like at the end, at least for the one that I watched, Yeller got rabies and they had to kill him.
yeah.
And
And
like when I was in school, we read that book.
Dude, I watched it at like 6 or 7 years old, and there's like I remember the scene vividly of like the son having to shoot the dog and stuff. And I was like, like yeah, that was crazy. That one and like Marley and Me, dude, dog movies messed me up, dude. And then kind of in the same vein as your Notebook, I think if I have kids or just like anyone who would want to see a rom-com, it's called About Time. You ever seen it? It's a European one, and it's good for the romance side of things. But I think also if you plan on or can relate to being a dad, a movie's gonna fuck you up. So it's very good.
Very sophisticated of you picking a European movie.
Yeah, no, that was
well. I mean, yeah, I think it's. I mean, most of the actors are British or something. I don't know. Could be American. I don't fucking know.
Then again, Doctor Who is like all British. So.
Yeah.
Bottle water.
And I don't have a third because I haven't thought that hard about it quite yet.
That's fair.
Fair enough.
Yeah. That's good. That's good. Colin?
Collin,
Do you have a second hot take?
present. Yes. I think driver's licenses should be much harder to get. I think there should be a lot more studying of the laws and what you're supposed to do in different situations. Because the general
Be like a Japanese driver's license where they have to take like 3 different tests. And,
I mean,
like, ace all of them.
like there's just so many people on the road these days that just straight up do not know laws. Or like if I get stuck in the left lane behind another person who doesn't know to get out of the fucking left lane if someone's behind you when they're traveling, I'm gonna lose my mind. Like it's just so many general things that people just don't know, or like they don't know how a 4-way stop works, or like you know, maybe so like there's an intersection, not necessarily an intersection, just like a road, and then like you're stopped and you're trying to turn left, and then somebody approaches from the right and they're trying to turn right, so you're both trying to turn the same direction. It's like, who goes first? And it's like there's different things that just people just don't know, and it pisses me off. And like I remember my driving school, and it was like maybe a week, if that. Like it was
mine was not
nothing.
that long.
Like the high school one where they made you do
Yeah. And I did my driver's license test, and I was like, "There's no way I'm gonna pass." And I was like, "Ding!" I was like,
and that's the only one they make you do the rest of your life. Which is crazy.
So no, I think 100% it should be at least just like more verification of the knowledge of the laws and stuff. Because all mine was online still. I mean, I was in a class room, but like you just did stuff at the computer. And yeah, no, I just don't think that my experience on the roads today is 90% of people don't know where they're going, don't know what the laws are, don't know what they're doing, and it's just extremely frustrating. And occasionally you see like that one other person who's like, okay, I'm coming in the left lane, I have somewhere to be, I'm like going fast, and this guy's going 60, but he moves out of the way and then he comes back in the left. That's fine. Just like know the laws. That's the very basic, you know. I just
I want to pose a question to that of I guess is if you are at like a 4-way stop and everyone gets there at the same time,
crash.
If that ever happens to me,
I don't understand.
I'm waving someone. Like I'm not going.
Yeah.
Like someone else can.
Technically, it should be like after everybody comes at the stop, it's right. Whoever's turning right generally should go. But if they're all turning right,
Yeah, it's like
because nobody's gonna hit each other.
I have a 4-way stop right outside of my house, so I have to go through a 4-way stop 2 times when I leave and go back home.
Yeah.
And every time it's a different situation. I'm either getting I've learned that what happens is that if 2 people get there and they're going like this
the same way,
right?
Yeah.
They will both go at the
Just
same
go.
time.
Yeah.
They will just go.
Yeah.
There's
Not
no
supposed
waiting.
to, but yeah.
They're not
Yeah,
supposed
yeah,
to,
yeah.
but they will go. If somebody's going straight and somebody's turning right, they'll both go at the same time.
Yeah.
But if there's cars here, one person's turning right, one person trying to go straight, one person making a U-turn, like everyone will just fucking go at the same time and figure it out in the middle of the intersection because they do not care.
No, I'm with John. I try and like kind of take control of the situation, if you will.
I wave at someone once, and if they're like
in another world,
BSing me in another world, or waving me on, I just go. I'm like, I'm just getting out of this.
I get out of my car with a caution vest on, and I get like my 2 sticks, and I start directing traffic.
Have you guys seen the video? Like some guy had the suit in his car, and he was leaving a stadium, and he gets out of his car with the suit on. He's like moving cones. He's like directing cars, and then he just makes room for his car to go. Gets back in the car and just leaves.
That's the way to do it.
Classic.
I also think that you mentioned that we don't test people anymore. I think once you become a senior citizen, you need to be tested every few years.
Yeah.
Dude. I've seen too many elderly people who should not be on the road. So, I think maybe not necessarily 60 years old, but once you start to cross that 70 kind of area, maybe have them do a redo, you know? So,
Yeah.
I think it's hard to get a license, but not for the reasons you said. I'm trying to get a real ID still on my license.
yeah.
I
Our government is in shambles.
Like, how do I interact with this DMV? Like, I go to the DMV, they're just like, we don't do that. I'm like, okay. So there's different locations doing different things. I go online. It's just like, you can make an appointment at this one. I go to make an appointment. No appointments available.
Nope. Yeah,
It just,
I remember that.
There's no like future appointments. It's just a page that says no appointments available. It's like, okay, I don't know what to do.
No, you're right about and I think it's actually gotten worse as I've gotten older, because it used to be you would just go to the DMV and wait in line, and it would suck, but you would get stuff done. Now it's like, well, you actually need to go on our website and make an appointment, but then the appointment stuff doesn't work, or the website is broken, or you have to pay a fee just to get in, which I've had happen to me before, and then you can sign up for the wrong thing because there's like 30 different things they handle there, and it's just like, dude.
Nowadays, when you walk in, they'll actually sass you. It's crazy.
The what?
They'll sass you. They're like, did you make an appointment? No, it's like, you should really make an appointment. Like, okay.
The DMV staff they have always been sassy. Like, I've never been in there and someone was like nice to work with. Like,
Yeah.
they all hate their jobs. They all don't want to be there. Like, I don't.
Also, I'm 5'10", and they measure me, and they put like 5'8" on my license, which is just absurd.
They did cut off an inch on me. They straight up said I'm 5'10" and I measure 5'11" apparently, and they're just like, no.
I'm 5'10" on mine, so
Yeah.
we're a bunch of 5'10" Andes out of ourselves.
5'10" Andes. Yeah.
I need those 2 inches.
So yeah, I don't necessarily think a lot of people will disagree with it, but I think that
I give a good take on that.
I think a lot of the people, not necessarily you guys, but I think that a lot of people who agree with it are some of the people who need to go back to school, because it's so many drivers, and it might not always be you. You see a lot of mistakes I tell Jenny all the time, the second I leave the house, like 5 minutes on the road, I'm seeing something stupid. I'm seeing someone do something absolutely asinine, and like, it's every time. Oh, and the other oh my God,
It's me.
sorry.
It's me.
It's like, know where you're going. Just know where you're going. If I'm on the freeway and I'm a mile away from my exit, then I'm working to get into the right lane slowly, not like, there's my exit. Like 4 lanes of traffic. Like, be aware of where you're going. It's not hard. There's GPS on your phone all the time. Sorry, I'm good.
I think you might have some road rage issues going on.
I'm totally fine. Everyone else is the problem.
Okay.
Anyways,
I guess I got the last one. So
this is only second. You actually are supposed to go twice here.
No, I only had 2.
yeah, you only had 2.
I thought we had 3.
No, 2.
Well, I have 3, but we don't have to talk about my last one. You guys can just know.
We can do it at a later time.
My hot take is that I think the world would be a better place if everyone just knew Chinese. I think if everyone just learned Chinese,
Okay, first off, that's a crazy language to just know.
that everyone should just know
Tough
Chinese.
language.
That's a hard language.
I
It's
think
like-
when it comes down to it, statistically, like, one, the amount of Chinese people in the world overtakes everyone else.
Yeah.
There's no doubt in my mind there are more Chinese speaking people in the world than any other language.
Yeah.
So if we just do the math, everyone else should learn Chinese. There will be no more issues. There will be
do
no more
want to say,
problems.
you guys have started yours. I think the world would be a better place. Like, you guys have said that like every time. But also, to the point about the Chinese, I don't know Chinese. I don't know much about the Chinese language. But from what I understand, there's like multiple different. There's Mandarin. There's
Right.
like traditional.
Yeah.
And there's simplified.
Well,
and
okay,
I
I
don't
think
know if
you're
that's the
talking
same.
about Mandarin, though. That's the most common.
Mandarin is like the overarching,
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
Where it's the simplified and traditional are the 2 styles of it.
Yeah.
They're more related to the writing system than anything.
Okay.
So, and I took 3 semesters worth of Chinese in college, and I remember like a curmudgeon of it. Like, I remember so little Chinese from
That
college.
is not the right word to use. Curmudgeon. Curmudgeon's like a grumpy old person.
a curmudgeon.
A curse. What?
English is my second language.
He said he knows Chinese and he knows Japanese. Give him a break, John.
How would?
Thing is, I'm not even Chinese, so it's like
Yeah, no, I know. I was actually going to ask. I was in my head. I was like, should I ask him if he knows any Chinese? Because I know he's not Chinese, but the viewers
I'm
don't know that he's not
technically
Chinese.
a quarter, I think, based on my dad's side of
Ancestry?
things. Yeah. So I have like I have a
just
curmudgeon of Chinese.
I didn't want to come across as racist, but I'm sure that ship has sailed a long time
Oh
ago.
yeah,
so,
yeah.
you know.
We can just dive. I mean, at this point, like decades worth of friendship, I don't think any much racism
It's true.
could break down
Yeah.
whatever we've built. So
Well, I mean,
far.
everybody's a little racist, right?
I mean, yeah, just a little bit. I mean,
How would Chinese help me in my day-to-day life?
Okay, here's the thing. I said it in the context of the world would be a better place because, right, if we all knew the same language, think about how many things that are created with the intention of being like universally communicable. Think about things like manuals, like things that like people have to write. Think about like the internet and like the way like translations have to work, and you know, there's a whole job for people where they just have to translate between two different languages. If everyone just knew Chinese, you could get rid of so much like material that is used to like rewrite signs in different languages.
Trees.
You could save trees. That's already a big thing if you think about it. If you can cut down, think about how many manuals when you buy a new appliance, and you pull out the manual and you flip through it.
Yeah.
How far do you have to go to find the English part?
Yeah. Well, yeah,
It's the first page because English is always.
It's usually English, French, and Spanish.
Yeah.
Are the main three. But then there's definitely, I've seen some with Chinese. And stuff like that. Depending on what you're.
Imagine if you didn't have any of that. It was just in Chinese and you already knew Chinese.
I think
that
you
was
just don't like manuals.
That was it. Okay, that's not the point. I'm just giving this as a good example of like what else would be like different in the world, right? Because if you think about how we have to accommodate for the fact that we have to speak in different languages, whereas like if everyone just knew the same language,
Yeah,
so many
So
things,
throw
I think.
Chinese out. It could be any language.
Yeah, it could be.
well, I'm saying in terms of like what already makes sense in the current context of the world, in that there are so many people that already speak Chinese. You might as well just make everybody else speak Chinese. If there were more people that spoke English, for sure.
I was
make
just
everybody
about to say.
speak English.
I think there's more people in the world statistically that speak English, but
I don't know. I don't know.
I know
great
Chinese
question,
is a massive population, but like Chinese is probably mostly spoke in China, but English is spoke in many different countries.
I think it might be Chinese.
You still think, the popularity?
Let's see, hold on.
Population is that
English approximately 1.5 billion. Mandarin Chinese 1.1 to 1.3 billion. It's close.
It's a head-to-head. Ask me 5 years ago, okay? 5 years ago would have been much different.
I also think
What are the next three languages?
the
the most popular one, French, Spanish.
I almost said Russian. I don't know.
French is number 6.
French
Really?
is 6.
Is Spanish top 5?
Spanish number 4.
Okay.
Spanish number 4. Oh, so what's number 3? Irish?
No, Irish is their language is dead. That language died with the potato famine.
So okay, wait. So you have English, Chinese. It wouldn't be
blank.
Japanese.
It's not Japanese.
Not
It can't be
Japanese.
Japanese. It's way too little people.
And the third one's kind of BS because they're counting as a language, but I know this country has like 100 different languages. So
What? Wait, how does that work?
Is it like Africa?
no.
Okay. Because, I mean, I feel like all the different, like, I don't know enough about Africa
British
to tell you.
British
but like,
English?
No. So number 3 is Hindi.
yeah. I'm surprised that there's
yeah.
that many, actually.
But I think
India's pretty big.
that must be comprised of all the sub languages that they have.
All the different dialects and everything. Yeah, I could imagine.
And then number 5 is Arabic.
number 5 is Arabic.
I guess at number 5, that makes sense. I used to know a little Arabic. Can a white boy speak a little Arabic?
What is that from?
I don't even know. I just think it's hilarious.
Yeah. But to my point,
Yeah.
I think there would be so many things like fucking like issues, conflicts, wars, everything would be resolved if everyone could just speak the same language.
But
I think Chinese is the candidate for that just because of how big it is right now already in the world. English, I think, is actually also would be a good candidate as well. But
I think
I'm just not seeing the impact that you're seeing.
you're not seeing the impact.
It's like we can just
the
translate today.
trees.
I think that's the issue, though, is that you have to put at any point, right? There is always a middle step.
Yeah, he's saying remove the translator.
Remove the
And that-
translator. Remove the extra paper.
The middleman.
in the
But how is
manuals,
that
remove?
How is that making things better?
Because at any point, right, we are always having to put more energy, time, resources into those things. If you could put those elsewhere that make more sense, that would help people, that would actually do something like beneficial rather than just spending the time to break a communication barrier, then I think that's always 100% net positive in that sense.
I also think Chinese sounds really cool. So
Why don't you say some for us?
Yeah,
I think I'm good.
Let me hear a little white boy say some
Unfortunately,
Chinese.
I don't know
Let me hear
any
that.
Chinese. I'll be the first to say it. But I will say, like, I don't know Chinese, so I can't say for Chinese. But from what I've learned other languages, and knowing English is my first language, it has been hard to convey tonality in other languages. Like Chinese, not always, but very easy for Chinese to sound angry, in my opinion.
Yeah.
So
it is a tonal language.
maybe
so
in
100%.
English, in that regard, it's like easier to convey emotions
convey
and
things.
stuff, that kind of thing. But
I think that's a good argument, actually. I think that's fair. There are. Okay, if I take it the other way and make everyone learn English instead, I actually think that might work out better because there are so many different ways to write in Chinese, and that would take up a lot of ink.
that's the ink problem, right?
And people have to spend time, really learning that when they could be focused on other things,
Well, I mean, if it goes both ways. It goes both ways.
We could also take the Chinese government. I think we should just have a dictator and
But the thing about English though is that you have 4 different words that are 2.
Yeah.
There. But I don't know if that's easier or harder than multiple alphabets. That's the thing, because a lot of other languages have multiple alphabets, or I don't even
know if you can call Chinese an alphabet. It's just like drawings.
Somebody just went nuts one day.
Yeah.
What was? I was gonna say something else about
Yeah.
language.
Yeah.
It's gone now. It was multiple alphabets because we mentioned that.
Yeah.
We talked about it.
I mean, I think that's like Japanese mostly, right? Like you got the hiragana,
or
katakana, kanji.
multiple forms of the language, like Chinese, Japanese,
Yeah.
Farsi.
Sugandese.
What's that, John? What's that,
What's what?
John? What's the thing you said at the end?
What did I say?
It's the thing you just said.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anyways,
Yeah, I can't remember what I was gonna say. I got.
well, this is a great place to end the podcast.
God.
We've had a solid hour of hot takes in a hot room.
Something. It actually feels pretty good in here now to me.
The window gives it a breathe.
Yeah. As soon as I opened it up earlier, I was like, "Oh, that's nice."
I got to figure out why my AC is not working. But,
Yeah, I think that's the next hot take. Is John should get his AC fixed.
Yeah.
My third hot take was about prisons.
We can skip that one, I think.
All right. Thanks for watching. Really appreciate it. If you want to drop a like or subscribe or anything,
Hit that notification bell.
Don't hit anything. Actually,
Hit
Don't.
I did my pseudo thesis on prisons.
And if you want to follow us on any of our socials, we got Instagram, TikTok, Twitter, YouTube, and I already said Instagram. There was something else there, but I'll probably
Did you even say
remember.
Spotify? Are we even posting to Spotify?
Yeah. I'll have to double check.
Yeah.
Yeah. You can follow us there at negative NN on
Where
most of
you
those
can hear
platforms.
more great Jar Jar Binks impressions. Misa would like 100 cigarettes.
Misa Tom Selleck. All right, we'll see you on the next episode. Bye.
I'm Jar Jar Binks.